Hello, LegendAqua here. So, you are a KAFKA main and you want to save for KAFKA no matter what, whenever she's going to be released. So, with that being said, especially if you're a free-to-play person in Honkai Star Rail, you would want to save. So, that being said, how many jades will you need to save for? So, well, for one, let's calculate what the absolute 100% guarantee roll that you need will be, which is basically 180. If you fail within the 90 pull range for the 50-50, it's 180 pulls. And considering that one single pull equals to 160 jades, in total, you need 28,800 jades for that maximum guarantee within a banner. So with that being said, since I don't know everybody's situation as to how much jades they've saved or whether they've pulled in some limited banner or not, I'm basically giving my example, which is basically going to be through my account, because I haven't spent anything on any limited banner, just on the regular banner. That's it. So, if you've saved even since launch, obviously some people might have a bit more than me at the moment, but again, I don't know everybody's situation. So, with my one being the example, that's been basically saving since launch. Because our threshold is 28,800 jades, let's plug in some numbers. That being, how many jades will you get before KAFKA shows up? Okay, so then, before I even need to go with that, we need to figure out when KAFKA might get released. And this is still within speculation for the time being, but with some of the leaks I have seen, after Jingwan's banner, it's gonna be either Luchar or Silver Wolves. It doesn't matter which order it is. Either way, those two are coming next. And that's gonna be pretty much 1.1. After that, presumably in 1.2, it's gonna be KAFKA and then Blade, or depending on the order. But for the maths, so I can concrete the maths properly, let's just say that KAFKA will be in the first half of 1.2, right? So then we have an actual deadline and how many days that she presumably will be released. So along with Jing Yang's banner, and since we know that every single limited banner is 21 days long, therefore 3 weeks, but let's just keep with 21 days, ignore the 16 days, it's just obviously the amount of days that's passed already. So 21 days by 3 banners, if we consider Jing Yong's banner at the moment, as well as Luchar and Silver Wolf's banner, in total, that's 63 days. 63 days times 60 jades that you do for every single dailies that you get every day, plus 5. Why plus 5? Because you get the message every single day you log in and you read the message, obviously, you get 5+ from that. You get that daily every single day. So in total, with the amount you've saved by the 3 banners, like by the time it's 3 banners and presumably it's the KAFKA banner, we get 4,095 jades for saving till presumably 1.2, with KAFKA being in the first half. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet because we've got these to deal with. So it obviously depends on how how many times you've pulled in any of the banners, because it depends on the Starlight Exchange, whether it's in dupes. As for Ember Exchange, you get these no matter what, be it like the low level rarity light cones to just actually only from the low rarity light cones you might get embers. And the embers is always good because no matter what, you'll obviously get low rarity stuff from the gacha no matter what. And considering these are monthly as well, but for free to play, let's just input it as you basically needing, because it's going to be roughly 63 days, it's going to be about 2 months worth. So let's just say that you get roughly 10 before KAFKA arrives from the monthly refreshers. So you get 10 just from this, and this one depends on how many dupes that you get along the way. But in total, let's just say you get 10. You get 10 more Star Rail special passes within the next 2 months if you want to exchange from the shop. So in total, that will now become 5,695 jades. I'm not counting these because it just depends on how many dupes you get, so I'm not counting them. These are just, let's just say, emergencies when you need them the most. So obviously I can't plug in the numbers for new story jades as well as any side quest that goes along with those new stories. Obviously that will add in a bit more, but because it's unknown what the actual concrete amount of jades we will get within that, we have to ignore it. We have to ignore it because we don't know the exact amount. So, plugging in all of that, now we need to plug in that 5,695 jades into the amount that I've saved since launch, presumably. Obviously people will have more. Anyways, so let's plug in that 17,425 jades. And then we need to do the final plugin, which is the 30 limited ticket that I already have in the first place. In total, that is 27,920 jades. So, yeah, this is where the emergency part comes in, which is, since I'm not exactly at 28,800 jades, let's plug in this. So, considering I can get 6 off the bat with this, so let's do 6 by 160. That's exact. That is exact. If I plug in the emergency Star Rail passes, I'll have exactly 28,880 jades in total. In other words, for me, within the 2 months, and presumably KAFKA is going to show up in the first half of 1.2, I'll have basically enough to get a guaranteed plus 80 jades, which is barely anything. But point being is that I'll have enough for the guaranteed KAFKA if she shows up in 2 months. Obviously, if she's going to be in the later half, I will still have enough, and I won't even need to use these emergency Star Rail special passes. So that's good there as well. So if you've been saving since launch and you've been basically doing the same thing as me, if you've done obviously more content, even more jades, that's good. But taking my account into an example, that's been saving since launch, and it's probably going to save for the next 2 months anyways, and ignoring all the other banners until KAFKA shows up. If you save since then, you will have the chance to get a guaranteed KAFKA. 100%, considering my maths that I've done. So, yeah. That's how you save for KAFKA, I guess. For free to play, by the way. If you're a whale, you guys know what to do. So, yeah, that will do it for me for my saving for Kafka video. Obviously, comment below if you're a Kafka simp like me and is going to be saving for Kafka no matter what, and will be basically pulling for her with that guaranteed amount of jades. Comment below and let me know. Also, if you guys do want me to crunch more numbers with other characters, do let me know, because I can just do that as well, considering like I'll be still waiting for Kafka. If I can crunch some numbers for other characters that presumably you guys want to save for as well, I might do that as well. So yeah, that I guess will do it for my video. With that, that'll do it for me. LA out.